Can you tell me how can one miss what she never had? How could I reminisce when there is no past? How could I have memories of being happy with you, boy? Can someone tell me how can this be? How could my mind pour out incidents, recall dates and times that never happened? How could we celebrate a love that's too late? And how could I really mean the words about I miss the times that we almost shared? I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss, at least in my dreams. Just let me take my time and remember. I miss the times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss what you never had, never almost had you. I cannot believe we let you go. Or what I should say is I should have grabbed you up and never let you go. I should have went out with you. I should have made you my boo boy. Yeah, that's one time I should have broke the rules. I should have went on a date. Should have found a way to escape. Should have turned it almost into it did happen. Now it's too late. How could we celebrate a love that wasn't real? And if it didn't happen, why does my heart feel? I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss, at least in my dreams. Just let me take my time and remember. Missing the times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss what you never had, never almost had you, babe.
Black male mental health is so important. It's so crucial. Please join us on July 27th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for real discussions, real topics, real issues, real life. Don't miss out. Tell your boyfriend, tell your friend, your brother, your uncle, your dad to tune in. And for all of you ladies out there, join the conversation. See how Black men talk amongst each other. Don't forget to sign up.
So you stood there on the corner.
Guys, per my order.
They say life is what you make it. I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. They say life is what you make it, yeah. But I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah. They say life is what you make it. But I'm a...
And here we are. See? That Quan, the music is off. Okay? Guys, I am in the building as always, as you see. Yes, it's always me and Quan, and I'm always with Big Homie Quan. I think it becomes a joy now. He's like my play son. So I guess I've gotten used to trying to keep him under wraps, but you can't do it. You can't do it. I feel like Cat Williams said about his son. You just do you, son. But guys, I am your host, Dionne Johnson. And if I can see you and you can see me, we have half the battle won because we've lived to fight another day. So at the church say amen, and amen again. Guys, you know I got my host, Big Homie Quan. I don't know what's up with the big beads around his neck. I don't know. We never going to get him to take the shades out. We've accepted all of this. But he's in the building. He's with me. And he's my ride or die. If I need him, he's there. If I want to know anything. If anything's going on out there in Cali or anywhere. If Quan don't know it, it didn't happen. I'm telling you. If Quan ain't got... If he can find things... Like a good private detective. I gotta think about that one point. I never thought about that. Ladies, if you trying to find out something, or men, and you need to find out something, call us. Quan might have something for you there. But guys, if you're wondering, you probably not, because if you're like me, you already know the beautiful face that's in front of us. She is everywhere. When I say entrepreneurship, I think that now if you look up that word in the dictionary, you would see Bershan Shaw. You know, it would just be right there like, that's me. And the thing about this, having her here as a guest, she would probably think it would be because I'm excited because she was part of the Real Housewives of New York, or that she's such a great motivational speaker, empowerment, uplifter. I think I'm so happy because, and Quan, everybody know I'm not no saint. Ain't no saint living here. Please
I'm
trust.
not at all.
Trust. You'll find out if you throw some champagne my way. But anyway, but when you want to believe in miracles, you look at Bershan. You know, and that is a true blessing. So for me, when I look at
Yes.
her, I see the miracles that everybody needs to know. All you need is just the faith the size of a mustard seed, as my mom would say. And he can move mountains. He can change it. He can tell you that no, that hard no is really a yes. You just gotta believe. So having you here, let me just take a moment and I just call you my miracle. And it's living proof of what God can do. Girl, I'm not gonna get all teary up in here because we got some business to attend to, and we got to get you out because you got so many jobs. I'm just we in awe that you sit here with us. You so busy because you truly are busy. So thank you, because your word was
Yeah.
your bond. Yeah,
Yes.
your word was your bond. You could have
Yes.
said, "Look, I don't have the time," and you would have been honest. Bershan, you got something going on tomorrow that every man, especially men of color, because they try to be so hard, need to be a part of. They need to get in and show up. What made you go this route with this?
You know, it's Minority Mental Health Month right now. First of all, thank you for that lovely introduction. I was like, who is that? Oh my God, I love that. Who is that person? What a great introduction. You know what it is? Look, I'm very close to my dad. You know,
Mhm.
my brother is no longer here. Mental health is important, and he dealt with it. And we didn't know how to deal with it because he had to be strong and hard because he was a black man. So you don't cry as black men. You don't say you have issues to women or to men. So what do? You ball it up inside and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger on the inside until you explode, until you want to do something to others, you want to do something to yourself, or you just crack up. And that's why it's time we start talking about this. It's time we let everyone know it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to have issues, but we have to have a safe space because I'm a coach. I'm an executive coach. I speak all around the world with white men, black men, Hispanic men, Indian men. And the ones who don't share are the black men. My next door neighbor committed suicide. My brother's no longer here. My nephew said, I'm dealing with some serious issues and I don't know how to get out of my own way.
Mm.
So I wanted to have a safe space. So I'm telling you, please share this link with your friends. It's free. And I want people to ask the questions. I want people to say, wow, you know what? I want to ask this. How do you feel about this? I did a summit just a month ago. And it really touched my heart because you know what the therapist said? We as black men, we don't even hug. I'm a woman, but he said black men, they go like this, like, hey, you know, with the show, with the arm up. So that's already saying there's space. Don't get too close. Man, hey man, hug. Indian man, hey man, hug. Hispanic, hey man. But we're like this, hey, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom. But it's all these barriers. But so it's barriers within each other. Don't you think you
Mm.
have all these barriers in life? I want to fight this to the end. Let me tell you, I am a daddy's girl for real. I'm a daddy's girl for real. right? He always told me I can be anything, do anything. And when you have that support, you believe you can do anything. I believe I can do anything. There's nothing I can't do. You ain't gonna tell Bershan she can't do it. But I want Black men to feel that way too. You can do it. You're amazing. You are enough. So I want every Black man to share this link for another Black man who needs it. Like y'all all need to be like, oh man, you know, from 3 to 5, let me listen in. Right? Because what are you going to do? Go do something that's not going to support you or help you? Go do something, go play basketball, go smoke a joint, go do stuff. I mean, like, it's time we get the help.
You're absolutely
really
right.
Get the help.
And you said, what are you going to do? For
You know?
those hours, you're right. For those hours, do something that's going to make a difference in your life.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we're going to put the board up. Don't worry. I have the flyer. They'll be able to get the link. We're going to put it up, leave it up. I promise you. And they'll be able to reach from that. And I'm going to call my brothers. I'm going to ask that each one of them call their brother, their friends, their, you know, and my nephews, my uncles, and I'm promising you this, and that's my word. And we're going to reach out, all of us, and call each one reach one.
Yes, yes, that's what I want. Good. You share that link and text it to another person. You got the link, copy it and text it. Because how do we get better if we don't do something about it? We just talk like to me, I wanted to create a safe space. I'm launching a mental wellness app called URAWarrior, right? And I want to make mental health cool. Because what do you have to do on Instagram and Facebook? You got to act like you got money. You got to act like you wealthy. You got to act like you both. You got to do all this stuff, right? You can never be yourself. I'm tired of that. Tired of you got to post every day. Like I remember someone posted on Instagram. They look really pretty. And someone was like, yeah, but her wig is sideways, right? I mean, you know what I mean?
But no, you're right. I'm not laughing like that, but it's amazing that you pick up on that. You know what I mean? Me coming in, I'm Johnny come lately into social media because I have grandchildren, granddaughters, and the cyberbullying and so many things that I stay concerned about. So I'm coming in late, but I'm coming in realizing, wait a minute, I need to be here because somebody just like you, we need to start making sure that things are okay. But you are absolutely right. And that woman probably was looking her best.
She was looking her best, right? And so, but look how mean we are, right? I mean, it's funny, but really it's not really funny, right? You know what I mean? Like, damn, everything, all we're doing is attacking one another. Oh yeah, you fat, or you're this, or you're gay, or you're transgender, or whatever you are. Who cares? Let people be who they are. Let it be. Oh yeah, but you broke. You don't got money. You know what I mean? What I mean, we're transitioning. We're on the grind. We're hustling. Like we got to get back to the basics of human connection. I think we lost it. Everything is about money. The culture is cancel culture. It's about, excuse my language, hoes and bitchs and men putting up block and guns and like I'm from these gangs. I mean, yeah, they want us like this, divided. They want us acting like they want us in jail. They act the fool, lock them up. You act the fool, lock her up. I mean, it ain't cute. Like, you know what? Little girls twerking with their skirts up and showing their ass. When do we stop this nonsense?
And girl, I didn't know you were going to come and bring service. You do it, girl. You go, because you're so right. But I'm wondering, do you ever wonder, and Ross, being a guy, being a young man, you too, I hope you're like me. Do y'all, I don't like seeing young girls twerking. And I'm talking young. If they're 11, 12 and all this, and then when their parents are doing it with them, I was doing something when I was young. My mom, I remember doing the dance. Mom said, I want to see that again. And I'm upset. My mouth's poked out. And she said, what do you think I was going to do? Laugh with you? Because the same thing make you laugh or make you cry.
That part.
But how do you feel about that, Ross, as being a young man? Honest to God.
It's especially, working in education, some of the things that young people do nowadays, it's disturbing because you wonder, what are they going to be like down the road? What's their future going to look like if this is what they're doing now? I mean, that's one of those things that it's kind of like be a kid, and I feel like that's not being a kid. Doing things like that, especially, that's not what children should be doing, not what young people should be doing, you know.
Uh,
And so it's like, they're not taking time to really, it's like they don't really understand what they're doing. They're not comprehending their actions and the ramifications of those actions. And so, when I see that, it's disheartening. It's probably the best way I can put it. It's disheartening, and it's disappointing too, to see the culture moving in that direction.
But Bershan, you have a amazing, God has placed you in an amazing place. You know what I mean? It started to mean like he lifted you, protected you, shielded you, and placed you in a place so people would really know you, so that you could do the work that you're assigned to do now. And I see that you understand the assignment. Um, yeah. So, do you feel pressure because there's so much going on, especially in our culture, and so many places and areas that you are a great fit, and it's the truth. Until do you get overwhelmed?
you know, I tell you, it's my calling. You're right. I know the assignment. Um, I get overwhelmed because I don't like to see our people killing each other, fighting each other, women out of control, women emasculating the men disrespecting our women. I want to see us lifting our women up. Black men say, "Oh, that's my queen." Black men saying, "Oh my God, Dionne, you're amazing. Bershan, you're amazing. Lisa, you're amazing. Do y'all know that girl?" And I say, Quan, y'all know Quan, Ross, I want to hear us doing that, right? Rather than bringing us down, calling us negativity. So when you say it's a lot, because we are a part of a culture that thinks that's cool. We're part of a culture that um uplifts or rah-rahs the girl who got the biggest ass and twerking the hardest. Right? We rah-rah, you got guns on the street, and because that's a cool song. We rah-rah that, but look at other cultures. They're looking at us laughing. We're in jail.
That part.
We make up 12% of America, or 80% of the prisoners.
Wow.
That part. Right, exactly. I mean, who's going to wake up? Because we got to wake up. So this summit tomorrow, we're going to have real conversations. Real conversations. And really talk about it, because when do we really have the space? I want us to have a space. And if I got to do this every month, I will. But I want URAWarrior, my mental wellness app, to come out. I want to make mental health cool. Ross, I want you, I don't know, are you working with young kids, but I want you to be telling all these teenagers and high schoolers and colleges, look, get on this community. Master P said one smart thing. He said, you guys are up here on Clubhouse, on Instagram, on Facebook, making them wealthy. You don't even have stock in it. You don't have a cut of it.
I love that. That's true. That is so true.
Right?
Girl, I didn't know we was here. I'm saying, Quan can tell you, Ross can tell you. I didn't know we was here. I'm like, Martin, I don't know how we got here, but we are here.
Yeah. I know.
But no, because, and thank you. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we are talking to Bershan Shaw. When I say she's everything that she says she is in my eyes, and I go from what I've already, in dealing with a human being for that time, I give her an A+ already.
Oh,
Bershan could be a million places. There are a lot of people pulling at Bershan. I promise you, pulling for her. And this young lady, we talked, we conversated, kind of met through mutual friends, mutual people we're working with, and she didn't have to do this. She kept her word, and came to sit in, and we love it. I don't mind saying little old me, because God said little is a word. Little means room to grow. And I got you, so I'm not even concerned.
I love it.
Yeah, and I'm not concerned about that. He's already told me that means room to grow, and I got you. And another assignment he gave her, and she didn't even know it. Job well done. You did what he asked you to do, and you didn't even know it. But that's saying that she's who she is. So if you want to talk with somebody, you want to get on board with somebody, ride this train. You will not be derailed. men, women of all races. I don't know if Bershan thought about it yet, but the Shaw train is rolling. And I'm telling you, that train is going to take us into some better places and spaces. Places in the heart and spaces in the mind. You
Yep.
get on the train, because Shaw's moving, and she's moving with a vengeance. And it's what we need, because the time is up for the BS.
Time is up.
Time is up.
It is. Time is up.
And so tomorrow, you're not going to be afraid to get down nitty gritty with the guys, are you?
No. Mm-mm.
I can tell you're gonna bring it.
I'm gonna bring it, so they better be ready. Yep.
That is awesome.
So
I know I'm ready.
And please ask questions. I want you to ask questions. I want you to be there and talk about it. Let's do it. Bring your friends. Let's ask real questions so we can really talk about it.
But can I ask you one little question about it, just out of curiosity? Because I know you know it's just a question. When we're talking about this in the mental health with men, what is your main concern? One of the number one things that's bothering you that really made you say, look, I got to do this?
Black men are so broken. We're in a world where they're oppressed, they're suppressed. They are the last to grow up the corporate ladder, up the wealth ladder, right? Last year, Black women were 40% highest on the totem pole and started small businesses. Black men, it was 5%.
Wow.
The growth gap is growing so big between the Black woman and the Black man. Crime is up. They're more in jail. It's I can give you suicide is up with them 70%. I said it's time. It's time.
Honey, as a mother of 3 Black sons, now thank God they're all doing terrific, but you never know what could change. I'm just speaking in the moment. I don't control the future. So please, please, I'm telling you, I'm finna put them on the Shaw train so that they can stay, because your mental health is something, it could happen at any time. I had a friend, her son was doing amazing things, great job, 36. All of a sudden he left work one day, and it was odd to the people. Then when he finally got to his home and she got there, wife and family, he was acting so until when she kept taking him to a series of doctors, schizophrenia. And that's really breaking her, because he was fine all those years. But I said to her, Estelle, you never know. He may have pretended to be fine.
Yeah. And people don't understand. Mental health is addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, anxiety, manic depressive, depression. It's not just, okay, he's talking to himself, schizophrenic, bipolar. We always think it goes way, those are the severe. It's a lot of stuff. I told you I knew a family that this man was an investment banker. I mean, he had an amazing family. 2 daughters, 1 son, an amazing wife. And they were like the Partridge Family, Black, successful. He said, honey, I'm gonna go out on a run. I need to let some air out. Let me go out on a run. Killed himself, shot himself dead on that trail. Everybody thought he was normal. Nothing wrong. Perfect life to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wow.
To the world.
To the world. Yeah.
Everyone thought he was perfect.
Wow. And this is why we have to reach out. Again, each one reach one. We have to reach out, because she just really summed it up, to the world. Now, if he fooled everybody, who's fooling us?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Who's fooling who? Because who's fooling us? So that truly does mean we need to reach out, even if they seem like they got the best, their heart is uplifted and free and they're happy. Then say, just go just to learn something. Go, just get in there just to learn something. But we gotta push that. Now, we could ask her a gazillion questions. She's a great spirit for real, and that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good. You know what I mean? It's good to meet, to sit down with someone who's doing it And also, you're in that semi Hollywood type light, but your heart is in a whole different place. I hope a lot of them that you came in contact with met that spirit, and I hope you kind of touched a few people along the way with it. They didn't know what hit them, and then the change came about.
You got to tell our mutual friend how deep I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, deep, very deep, without a doubt. But I understand now. For whom much is given, much is required. So I bet you sometimes you don't sleep at night.
I know.
Because the work is never done. And I know because I like I told you, I did other things, corporate America and all that. The work is never done when you care.
Never done.
And you overstretch yourself. So I already know. I already know. And so my friend is gonna know that you the real deal. And as we would say in the South, that's the real deal. Holyfield right there. She's the real deal. So I'm gonna allow these young men to ask you one question, give the people. I know you can give them something, and then I'm gonna let you give the people a great, just something to remember. We always ask that they leave something beautiful at the table. I'm not even worried about you. I already know you're gonna leave something amazing. So we're gonna get each one of them a chance to ask a question. Big Homie Quan, we got her here. We got Bershan here, and we're gonna have to let her go because she's so busy. I feel bad holding her now because I know she has an assignment. So let's give her a question.
Okay, not a problem. One of the things that I love about what you've been through, my mother unfortunately passed away due to cervical cancer and cancer around her pelvic bone. And I know that you, a person that has beaten stage 2 cancer, stage 4 cancer of the breast and other areas. And one of the things that you've been a proponent of when you were going through that was CBD, was THC, and all these things related to cannabinoids and all these things. What would you say when it comes to health overall, when it comes to mental health? How does alternative methods help with mental health that you have seen?
Oh, I love that. How does alternative methods help with mental health? Big time. I think all of those things. I think CBD, I think eating healthy. I think I don't believe in doing one thing, right? So yes, we're here, we have doctors, but you got to take your health into your own hands. I would say that you can't just go for doctors and not take your health. So your mental health, your exercise, and what you eat. I do CBD. I do all of those health things. I do a lot of vitamins and healthy things that are different. I'm not strictly Western. I do Eastern medicine. I do acupuncture. I do it all.
I love it. I do.
Definitely, thank you.
Because you're right, lady. You really are. I promise you. You don't have a clue. And sometimes you gotta push that devil back. 2018, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So I already have heart disease. And they gave me all this medicine. I said, Doc, I can't do that. Changed my diet, went plant-based, meaning changed it completely. I haven't had a soda, candy bar in years. I just took the sweets away, did that, and I started, walking and jogging as much as I could, but definitely frequently walking 3 miles a day. And I took the medicine for about a month, and I prayed over it, and I put it in my closet. And you know how they check you? Your blood rebuilds every 90 days. So when they checked me, she said, "Oh, we're gonna keep the medicine. I'll take you down to one pill." I was a 9.9 when they told me. When she checked me, I was 5.9. And if you below, and so I said, and I told her, I said, I haven't been taking that medicine. Well, what have you been doing? I said, I tried to talk to you, you wouldn't listen. I said, I've been doing everything else, my cholesterol tablet, everything else. I said, but I've been exercise, dieting. She could see, that I had lost. I had got so little, people thought I was on crack, girl. But the point was, and from there, she said, well, if you're already doing that, let's just monitor you. And I walked out of there and I said, look at you, God, we're going to keep walking this. Because I put those pills up and said, I promise you, I looked at him and said, devil, you a lie. But it don't work for everybody, but try. Yeah, because I did the medicine for a minute, but still I put everything together. And I talked to people that had diabetes and I watched what they were doing. I've had it 15 years. And you got a thing this big of 48 grams of sugar in a soda. You understand what I mean? You got a big donut at your desk. Yeah. So I just started letting my mind guide me
Change your mindset. Change the way.
because some say, well, if I don't listen, I got to take that medicine. But if I change some things, maybe, just maybe, and God, if not, then you say so, we'll accept it. Ross, let's give this lady a question so we can get her out the room.
All right. So your story truly inspiring. And when I was learning about it, I was just wondering, like, at what point? I mean, there you are, stage 4. At what point did you decide that you were going to go on this journey to inspire others? What was there a moment where it just clicked and you said, you know what, I'm going to use what I'm going through, my struggle, as inspiration? Like, was it in a single moment, or was it something that you had started to think about and then you decided, you know what, I think my message needs to be shared to help others?
I think that's a great question. And it was a moment. I mean, when I asked my doctors, like when they said that, I thought when I couldn't move my back, they thought it was a slipped disc. So I thought it was back pains. I had gone to so many doctors, but this one doctor told me to come inside the room and sit down. And I saw in his face, he was like, no, I think you need to sit down. And he said, you've been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer. And I remember it so clearly. And he looked at me and I was like, what? Like, I was shocked. And I remember saying, well, what can I do? Like, and he said it so matter of fact, like, will you believe in miracles? Wow. And that hit me so hard. Like, hell yeah, I believe in miracles. Hell, excuse my language, motherfucker. Yeah, and I believe in God. I said, yeah. And I believe in God. And I say, you know what? I'll see you in 10 years. Just something, I see you in 10 years. Like he gave me 3 months and then I was like, come on, let's leave. Because the way it was like no bedside manner, no support, no, it was like, you believe in miracles? I mean, and it just hit me like, hell yeah. In that moment, I think as I walked out, I said, God, if you keep me alive, I will inspire and motivate the world. Keep me alive. Show me that I'm meant to be here. And I'm here 14 years later. So I'm meant to be here.
Yeah.
Girl, I'd have went found him. I'd have had my best bottle of champagne and said, let's talk about this. We want to talk about miracles today.
I totally went back and called on my 10-year anniversary and he had retired. So I didn't go, I wanted to call him.
I know you did. You want to tell him, you don't know my God.
You don't know my God.
Yeah.
So yep, that's it.
That's awesome.
And
thank you.
Again, an angel. Like I said, as far as just us knowing miracles can happen. It's a faith that increases. Like, keep your mustard seed, guys. Keep that seed. It's a small seed, but keep it. Keep it. Keep it. It'll grow inside you. Guys, we have had the pleasure.
Yes.
Great honor of talking with a human being that understands her assignment. I can give her all the accolades, but she's already earned those. But look at what she's doing. I mean, she could be sitting back getting mani-pedis and sipping champagne and traveling everywhere. You get what I mean? But she's helping. She's truly helping. And as she said, we don't even know. Mental health is something you don't even know sometimes. So guys, each one reach one, please. Let's make this. I really want her. I'm sorry I want to say this, but I want to almost have to shut down. It's so crowded that the people are coming in there, so that knows for her that this is a sign. And I'm going to call that. God said, you speak it, so it should be. So, and don't think I'm overly religious. I just sometimes had to give you niggas some understanding of what God can do. People don't like when you say the word niggas, I created new. But some understanding of the power of God. He doesn't look for us to be perfect, to strive for that is all. Now, go in and get in there and give it all your time. You're going to come out changed, I promise you. And we're going to claim it. We're going to name it and claim it, that it's going to be filled, and she's going to have to continue to do them. She's took on something. I told you the Shaw train, she don't realize what she's taking. And they're going to keep adding. It's going to get longer and longer, girl. So get your Wheaties and really get ready. But listen, give the people something you think that would lift them today as we let you gracefully go out like ladies do.
I think it's time that we my dog, look, he's like,
Oh, we love dogs.
give
Don't
him
do
something.
that, honey. We've had guests
I
tell
know,
to
I
bring
love
them
him.
on
I
up,
love
bring
him,
them in.
Charlie. No, I think we got to push the elevator down for others. Push the elevator down and start supporting and helping one another. We as Black people, brown and Black people, got to get back to human connection. Support, love, empowerment, and help. Support, love, empowerment, and help. We did this during slavery. We did this from the beginning. We're now me, me, me. What is she doing for me? I'm not helping. I'm not supporting. That's not even our spirit. We come from villages, communities. We come from that. We've gotten away from who we are. We've gotten away from who we are. Killing, body popping, twerking. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm a prude. I don't like good music. I'm not saying that. I'm saying let's get back to the basics. Jewish people have the second wealthiest race. They only make up 3% of America. White people make up 68%. Jewish make up 3% of America. Wake up. That's what I want to tell us. Let's get back to the basics.
That part right
Help,
there.
support, love.
Wow. All right, Quan, get the people something real quick. Give the people something. I always leave them a jewel. She left some diamonds. Y'all better grab them. They're expensive.
As I always talk about the purpose and your team and everything. One of the things I'm going to talk about is understanding how you're valuable to what your purpose is. And sometimes you have to believe in yourself to know that the value in what you are putting the purpose to doing can now also help out the others that are going to be around you. So until you really prepare yourself, until you practice what you preach, until you sit down and really understand that this is a part of your purpose, you're not going to understand the greater purpose around you.
Okay. That's all right. Quan, you've been smoking. Okay. Come on, Ross. Give the people something they can feel.
Yeah, it's important for us to recognize our strengths and our weaknesses and use our strengths to help others acknowledge their strengths, and for us to know our weaknesses so that we can know where we need to improve, and just so we all can work together to better ourselves and our community.
And community, guys, that's truly what it's all about, without a doubt. I always keep mine the same. I really do. But I spoke at something the other day, and I did say, guys, there are years that ask questions and years that answer. And you are going to have to be in tune with yourself to understand when you're getting the answer. Because in tune means with your spiritual self, not this body you think is everything, because that will turn on you. It can sometimes. You got to get in tune with your spiritual self to know when God is giving you the answers, because there are things that you're going to go through in life, and you're going to have a lot of questions about them. And sometimes that's part of mental health too. Sometimes they can fumble and mess with your mind. So know when that light bulb comes on, because as we get older, those answers come. And have those moments, because I have those moments when I say, wow, so that's why that was so and so. And you catch it, and then I have to go back and say, God, thank you for allowing me to know that I got the answer that time. Self-inventory. Every day, I don't know what time of day it's going to be, but I look in my mirror in my bathroom, and I look at me to see what I'm really seeing. That's to better ground me for my rights and my wrongs. So I know how to meet the fellow person I might have wronged that day or a day before. So take self-inventory. Knowledge is your power. And for our people, it is very powerful. That's why we were speaking about Ross. They don't want the real truths in the schools. Knowledge is your power. You're from kings, queens, you're leaders, you're builders. You're everything they said you weren't. But love is everything. If this is empty and you don't have an understanding of God and there's darkness there, you got to try to find some light. You got to find some light. Trust me. I had a friend whose son, like I said, schizophrenic. Her password for him when he's panicking is Jesus.
Wow.
And when he's going through, she has to say, son, say the password. Say the password. So that tells you God is love. He's everything. So as we go out, we are all already a part of the Shaw train. We just hope. Oh, I had one other thing, and I'll get the information. We give out awards. They're called the IJS Nation Award. It says, we thank you for making this nation a better place. I'm going to get your address. You will receive this in the mail. I know you get so much stuff, it may not mean anything to you, but it means the world to us. So we're presenting you with this award, and we are definitely going to send it to you. So whatever little place you want to put it. I don't care if you sit it by the dog's bed. As long as he has it and he can see that his mommy is making the workplace, this nation, a better place. Okay, so we are going to honor you today with that. Okay, for coming, for being here, for everything that we see that you're doing. Okay. So go on out and finish doing the work.
I will.
And don't tire, and you have a space and place here. Sometimes you'd be surprised. The smallest places can bring you the biggest peace of mind and joy because you feel the most love. Because when you're out there in that big world, people tend to overlook.
Let's do it.
They tend to overlook
and
your
follow me, please, on social. Follow me, Bershan Shaw.
We're going to follow you.
Already done. Already done.
Hold up. But y'all, hold on. Sign up for the app. www. Write it up. Oh, you want to put it in?
I'm about to put it up so everybody can see it. I'm gonna leave it up for a minute, long minute, so they can get it.
I love it.
We're gonna repost it.
www. The letter U, the letter U, the letter R, the letter A, warrior, WARRIOR.com. So the letter U, R, A, warrior, WARRIOR.com. Thank you so much.
We thank
Please
you.
sign up, and you got to confirm in your emails.
We do that.
Okay.
We're gonna be there on
Thank
social
you
media.
so much.
We're gonna repost this. It's gonna run live in an hour. So if you want to go back and look, but you're so busy, don't worry about it. Have a blessed one.
Let's do it.
We'll
Bye,
be
you
talking
guys.
again.
Thanks so
You're
much.
not gonna be able to shake us. We'll be talking again if just conversation.
We family. We family.
Stay safe, my
Bye,
friend.
you guys.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you, Ross Quan. Thank you, Dionne.
We love you. Let me do the A.
Won't he do it? He said he would. He'll fight your battles for you. They gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Ah, yes he will. If anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed. How it turned out, it's only his grace. Oh, won't he do it? He said he would. Oh, ain't nobody stopping my shine. They try to break me, try to take me out, but I got Jesus on my side. I'm so bad I thought I'd die, but ain't no power stronger than the one that came and laid down his life. And I got mountains to climb, hey, but the enemy can't stop me, cause there's a calling on my life. So when I'm crying, don't last too long, cause he gon' step in and make it alright. Say, won't he do it? He said he would. He'll fight your battles for you. They gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Ah, yes he will. If anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed. How it turned out, it's only his grace. Oh, won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. I'm
I'm about to lose it again. I'm about to let him know where I'm from. Don't take me there again. I just call on Jesus, my friend. Get me back in line one more time, cause he's always listening. Ain't nobody perfect, everybody's hurting. Need you whisper, Lord, save me from my weaknesses. Hey, cause you're always on time. Come and get your breakthrough, cause I'm gon' get mine. Oh, won't he do it? He said he would. He'll fight your battles for you. Fight your battles for you. Oh, won't he do it? Yes, he will. If anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You go look back and be so amazed. How it turned out, it's only his grace. Oh, won't he do it? I know he will. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? I know he will. I know he will. I know he will. I know he will. Won't he do it? He said he would. He said he would. Said he would. Said he would. Said he would. So I trust him at all times. Hey. I'll trust you, Lord. I'll trust you at all times. Oh, won't he do it? Said he would. So I trust him at all times. Yeah.
When I think of home, I think of a resting place. A place where there's peace, quiet, and serenity. A journey I'll never forget. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall grass bend into lane, suddenly the raindrops that fall, they have a name, sprinkling the sea, makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It sure would be nice to be back at home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time, oh, in my life to grow up. Time, come on, be my friend, and let me start again. But you know what? Sin be my word, found and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, yet I watched it growing. And oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe the things that we see. Should we try and stay, or should we run
is what you make it. Well, I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. Well, I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it. Well, I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. Well, I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it. Well, I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. Well, I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. Well, I'm a legend in the making.